Hello and welcome to the Sunday Shale Show. My name is Mike Chadsey with Energy in Depth, and today I'm joined by Butch Taylor from Local 396. Butch, thanks for joining us today.
Mike, thank you very much, and thank you for this wonderful time that we've had here this Sunday with the Browns Steelers tailgate party. Commend you for all the hard work that you've done for us.
Well, I suppose in Youngstown you better say Browns and Steelers are going
to
have a situation.
Yeah. It's a 50-50 split.
It really is in this town. But give us a quick introduction, Butch, of sort of who you are, what your role is here, and a little bit about Local 396.
My name is Butch Taylor, business manager of Local 396, Plumbers and Pipefitters. It's a United Association. We are involved with many things, from the residential to light commercial, commercial to the industrial, and that's where it leads us today with the Shale industry. It's a great process, what we're looking forward to getting involved with.
And there's quite a bit of training that you folks do here through different grants and programs you have. I think you have a recent announcement. Tell us a little bit about that, and then what kind of impact that will have on not only the welding community, but this industry, and where you think that's going to be able to take you guys.
Well, it's a major step and a huge step for us, because it not only did it get us a footprint into the industry, plus it is training for 60 new downhill welders and affiliations with the oil and gas, with the training with the oil and gas, whether it's the safety, the components on the job site, that type of work, as well as what is shortage of everybody that they can attest to, and that is welding. And welding is the key component. And we've been fortunate. We're looking to expand. We have already started the process with the interviews and a selection. And as anybody's interested in coming here, check us out. It's local396.org, or Marty Loney is our coordinator, who is the director of it, and contact him at 330-758-4596.
Okay, that's very good. That's important, is to let him know what those opportunities are, and then a little bit about that process. Butch, take me back a couple years ago as far as your overall membership and some of the hours you worked, and then now going back a couple years and then maybe up to today, and what some of the differences that your membership has seen from a few years ago to today.
That's a great question, and there were some very hard times and destitute. Prior to the announcement of the Star and the work that was just a small memory of what Marcellus Shale, nobody really didn't understand what the Marcellus Utica Shale was all about. It started to move for us. We had 40% unemployment.
Okay.
And from that point in the last couple of years, we have full employment. Really a great and bright future. And the training is expanding. Our membership from 40% unemployment to a 15% increase in membership. Everybody's been working. Tremendous opportunities we've grown to 15 new contractors, and out of the 15, 2 major fab shops that have relocated into this area from outside the area and looking to get into this industry, or already have roots into this industry.
Wow, that's phenomenal. So just within the last couple of years, the amount of membership that you've been able to increase, and the number of hours worked, jobs worked, companies that you're working with, all have seen an increase. And it may be in part to this industry, but that's exactly the great story that you're talking about.
Our manpowers, and that's how we chart our manpower
hours, okay,
has tripled from roughly around 300,000, well, you had said a couple years back, to over 1 million. And it's just a steady increase.
That's fantastic. Now, how about your actual workforce? Is there a gap between a bunch of guys in their 20s and a bunch of guys in their 60s, or do you have some folks that are in sort of each of those generations, or are you going to have a problem in a couple of years? And talk a little bit about how folks joining this sort of welding, where are you in regards to that?
Well, it's a steady, gradual increase. The worst thing can happen would be top heavy, where we have more individual members that are retired and less that are in their younger age or more. But we have flipped. I mean, we shouldn't say we flipped. We've always had a great balance. But as you can attest to this oil and gas seminar, or the the meeting that we've had with the education, you're noticing there's a young, youthful experience.
There really is.
And it's growing. We have, like I said, 108 new members. They're very much as a stepping stone from the very beginning, to the younger apprentices getting into this trade, to the season as the stepping stone as it moves forward. And that's a thanks to not only to the industry, the expansion of what's going on, but It's a 5-year process. It's an educational process.
5-year process, okay.
And when you go through that educational process, it is like a 4-year college degree. Your earning power is that, so it attracts the best qualified individuals. Marty Loney, as I said, with our JTC board, it's a selection that we start. And as they do the interviews, they're looking for those individuals that want to be in this trade, and they get a good core group.
That's good. That's fantastic. So these are very well-paying jobs, long-term jobs, careers, if you will, people can get into, they're going to be in, and they really have a sustainability to them, and it's an opportunity for them to really have an opportunity to grow in this industry.
That is true. I think Marty has stated in his reports that the graduating class, or I should say the graduating ratio of entries coming into the trade is like a 97-point percentage.
Really?
Where
Wow.
somebody gets into the program, they see that and they complete that all the way through their
Almost 100%. Oh, that's fantastic.
So you can tell that it is a job that not only you're getting a great education from, but you're getting a great earning power, and as well as benefits. So a young person that's 18 years old, works in this industry 35, 40 years, they're going to have a great, not only will they have a great career, and they can expand anywhere in the 50 states, Canada, and now, as you know, they signed the agreements to Australia.
Yep.
So you can go to Australia.
International.
And you're going to see that growing as the world economy grows. We're going to be markets going in every direction as your skill, and that's the trained skill that you have. You can go global, and you have that earning power that you're going to be able to take care of you and your family for the rest of your working life. And then when you retire, you have the luxury that you don't have to worry about financial hardships as you retire.
Well, that's good. It makes people feel real secure.
Yes.
Yes. Now, talk to me a little bit about, I mean, I think we all know the image, what people think about Youngstown, maybe Mahoning County, maybe the Mahoning Valley. You know, a couple years ago, last went out, turned the lights off.
Yes.
Talk to a little to me about how that economy has since been a little more diverse and how that's changed here in Mahoning Valley.
You know, that's a great question. And what it is partnerships.
And partnerships are real big for you. I hear you talking about partnerships
all the time. You know, when you're going through tough times, and Youngstown, the Mahoning Valley, we refer to it as Mahoning Valley because you've got the Youngstown-Warren connection and the Niles and East Liverpool, but we call ourselves the Valley. We've done for so little, for so long, that you've formed this close, cohesive type group that we're working together, almost like a family atmosphere.
Sure.
You have the Chamber, working with labor unions. You have Congressman Bill Johnson and Tim Ryan working together to facilitate grants for training for our apprenticeship program. You have really a great networking. And like ourselves, you know, with the oil and gas industry, your association, our association, we've been working together now for 8, 9+ months. And that's, I guess that's the positive things. Youngstown has been, you know, I should say the Mahoning Valley has been known for the tough blue-collar work ethics, but because of the steel industry and how it had faltered Black Monday back in the mid-80s,
Sure.
now it's coming in rebirth. You have the VM Star project, you have the stainless specialty metals that are coming back, RMI, a lot of great industrial growth, General Motors. Now you have the oil and gas industry, and you're having major oil companies coming in here knocking on our doors. And it's a who's who of the people that are coming in, the companies that are coming in. And it takes you back because you're used to the old fallacy of what we've gone through. You've got a lot of sense of pride now. You got a lot of, wherever you go. I was in Washington, D.C., and they were talking about the Valley. If you're down anywhere you go, they're just talking about our area, and you feel proud because we're all from this area. We're all from Northeastern Ohio, and it makes you a little bit prouder.
It really does. And there's really, I mean, arguably no part of the state that needs this shot in the arm more than the Mahoning Valley.
True. And it's, like you said, 30 years of neglect. Now we've got the chance to redesign ourselves.
And come back.
Yes.
Butch, as we close out here, are there any other final comments that you just kind of leave, maybe a final message that you'd like to share with our viewers here?
I'm just very happy that our partnerships, what we've been able to work together, not only for what we've done past, but what we're going to do in the future. That's going to be huge.
A lot more to come.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Mike, thank
Butch,
you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And for those of you who'd like more information, visit us at eidohio.org. Butch, thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you. Take care.